CBT Self-Help for Stress by getselfhelp.co.uk. Stress is normally when we feel there's too many demands being made on us and we don't have enough resources to be able to cope with it. So the vicious cycle of stress. There may be some trigger and we think there's too much to do, there's not enough time to do it, it's out of control, I can't cope. And if you're thinking and believing those thoughts, you're going to feel very stressed. You're going to get this drip feed of adrenaline and cortisol, the stress hormone, and it's going to affect you physically. So if you're thinking and feeling that, it's going to make you react in certain ways, and it's different for everybody. But you might work more hours at work to try and fit in everything you've got to do, or spend less time at work because you take time off sick. You might avoid doing things, put things off. You might start lots of things but actually have difficulty completing a project. You might sleep more or sleep less, drink more or smoke more. You might shout or argue and get angry, or you might spend less time with your family or fun time. And that's going to have an impact on the way you think, because you get caught up in this cycle. There's too much to do, there's not enough time, and you feel more stressed, so you do these things to help you cope, but actually it's not helping at all. You need to do something different. We can learn to break the cycle with CBT. You can learn to think or do things differently. So we can learn to think differently by changing and challenging the way we think about a situation. We might have to learn to accept situations that we can't change or have any control over. And we can reduce the expectations we have of ourselves. And we can change what we do. Make an action plan, identify and make changes, however small. Sometimes a small change can have a big impact. Changes in situations where we have some control. Look after yourself. Do things that help you feel better. Set times for me time, for relaxation and enjoyment. Learn to problem solve, so rather than avoiding and putting things off, prioritize and think about what you need to action. You can learn to do mindful activity and do activities which recharge your battery and increase your resources. And if you're doing and thinking differently, that's going to have a big impact on your stress level. You're going to feel much less stressed and much more in control. So you can learn a lot of these strategies by visiting the webpage get.gg/stress.htm. Follow the steps in the self-help guide, and you can also download guided self-help MP3s. getselfhelp.co.uk, CBT, self-help and therapy resources.